What's going on, everybody? Testing the mic, making sure you can hear me. If you can't hear me and you're in the show, make sure to let me know because I want to make sure that this is clear for everyone. And I'm excited. If you're new here, welcome. This is Be the Trader Live. Normally, I interview most. Wow, can't even talk right now. Most of the time, I interview successful day traders, swing traders, and investors on my show, and occasionally I'll do a live event where I just share my trades or do a live interview. And in this case, we're going to be sharing some of the trades I did today along with chart analysis, some other stocks if you have questions or anything like that. But what's up, Ozzy? What's going on, man? Welcome, my man. And by the way, I appreciate you supporting the show, man. I really appreciate you supporting the show. Speaking of that, there's that join button. We just started it. Brand new, small donation. It just says thank you for bringing great guests, bringing great content, and basically encourages me to continue that and it helped me thrive and grow. So thank you so much, Ozzy. Welcome here. By the way, Ozzy, can you even hear me? Can you hear me real quick? Can you give me a little quick test? If you can't hear me, that's great. But if you can't, let me know. What's going on, Lee Clo? What's going on? I hope we're doing well. So let's do this real quick. What I want to get into first is I want to start talking about a trade that I'm actually swing trading right now. And you guys probably won't believe it, but GameStop. GameStop is something that I'm swing trading right now as we speak because it's setting up really nicely. Now, I am not a proponent of GameStop or the whole idea of diamond hands or anything like that. But when I see a setup, when I see something set up, I'm going to join it and I'm going to be part of it. And there's a reason why I'm part of it today. I've been watching it for a while. You see all these alerts. I've been watching it for some time because any stock that has a move like this can have a secondary move. I don't believe that it's going to continue and go crazy to the moon or anything like that. What I do know, what's going on, Aaron? Welcome to the show, my man. What's up, James? What's up, Pranav? What's up, Rodrigo? What's up, Shivam? Thank you guys for being here to support the show. But what I want you to know is when I'm looking at this is just like any typical penny stock out there. When they spike like crazy, they come all the way back down, and then they usually can have a secondary run, and you got to pay attention. So that's what I've been doing. I've been looking at the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour only because I've been looking for a plan for a swing trade. And I have been swinging this starting today. Now, I don't know if this is going to work at all. I don't know. In fact, I'm wrong sometimes and I'm right sometimes. But I only take trades that I personally feel confident in. And I'm going to explain why I feel confident in this trade. If you look on the hourly, let's do, you know what, I'm going to keep these alerts here, but hopefully you can see it. If you look at the hourly, we were downtrending. I drew this trend line. We were downtrending. And we finally broke above that trend. Now, I wasn't buying just because we finally broke above that trend, because if it was that easy, then you just have to draw lines everywhere and make success. In fact, the reason why when it broke above this trend, I was like, okay, well, let me look at this stock and let me find some key areas. And what I found was the $50 mark is a key area, right? That's an obvious key area on the chart. But when we broke above this downtrend, we actually hugged underneath it, $49, came back up $48.70, and then came back down, and we created a low of 40. Now, this low is important because the low before that was at 38. And so now we have a slightly uptrend, right? And it's not much. I'm not going to say this is really strong, but I'm paying attention to that. And then today, whenever we started to break above 50, which we did, I had an alert, we broke above 50. That put my eyes on it. Now, did I buy right at 50? Heck no. Because if you look at this chart on the hourly, that's a straight up spike. And I like to execute on the 30 minute. So I looked on the 30 minute and I saw that it came back down, but we also had some resistance at 49. So where do you think I bought? I actually bought right when it broke 49. So I'm in at $49 and I sold a baby piece at 54. Just because, you know what, when you get a straight up spike like this, why not? Why not sell a piece? Now my goal is to swing this. I could be wrong, like I said, and it could, look, it's squeezing a little bit. Because the plan is, if this can squeeze, we're going to squeeze shorts. Everyone is short this stock right now. And the goal is I would like to sell another piece right here in the 50, 59 areas. That'll be basically a really good risk reward. And then I'd like to sell another piece maybe in the 70s, maybe the 90s. But if this starts to move up, I swing trade on my phone, because on your phone, swing trading is super easy. I don't have to worry about rushing, open up a chart. I just gotta use Thinkorswim and I execute on E-Trade. But when I'm day trading, just to be clear, I day trade on DAS Trader Pro on my computer. Do not day trade using your phone. That would be the worst thing you could ever do. But with swing trading, it's a little different. With swing trading, it's a lot more calm. Like, I don't have to worry about stress. And here's the thing. I was so patient for my entry. And now it could squeeze right now after hours of 59. And if it does, I'll sell another piece. I won't sell all of my position. But being in at 49, I have a very good situation right now. It's actually working in my favor. And the whole reason behind this is squeeze. I'm a short seller. I know how to short sell. So I also know when short sellers are going to be like, shit, I need to cover. And this is a situation where they're going to be covering. And it looks like we may get an opportunity to sell another piece. So I am going to sell a piece of this. 1 second, guys. I'll try to put an order out there at 59, see if I can get that piece sold. If I can, that'll be great. But basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is I was patient on this setup. I was waiting. I was watching it for days, because I know a stock that can move like this can move like this again. And that's something that I've learned over time, over a long period of just watching the stock market. So I want you guys to know, just because I'm in this position doesn't mean I think it's just going to go to the moon. I don't. But I'm in at $49. I sold a piece at 54, right below resistance at 55. I'm going to sell a piece at 59. Why? Because, personally, it's at I don't know. I actually like $59. It's up, I was risking the 40s. So, risking 1-to-1, there's already 1-to-1 right there. It's a wide risk. That's the other thing. It's wide risk. However, if I'm right, and this thing does move up higher, if it does go higher, and we just hit, did I get executed? We just hit, yep, nice. So now I'm in a really solid position. And I just sold another piece at 59, which means I only have half of my position left. And I'm going to hold this other half because my plan is to swing it. And like I said, I was planning to swing this. I didn't know if this was going to happen today. But if it's going to make a quick move, I'm going to take it. And I'll review this one more time. If you guys have any questions about GameStop and why I longed it at $49, ask your questions. If you missed the review or when I first started the show, because a lot of you are showing up just now, and I'm happy to do that. But real quick, I'll answer any questions you have on any charts at all, and I'll share with you. Damn, this thing is going. I'll share with you some of my trades I did today. If this starts going to 70, I'll sell another piece. Let's put. Yeah, I definitely probably will sell another piece at 70 because why not, right? Why not? So I'll put an alert at 69. That way it'll alert me and I'll sell another piece. But at the end of the day, this is a short squeeze. This is not something that I'm like, GameStop's going to go all the way back to 300s. In fact, my ultimate goal is $90, and I could miss a big run if it does go to 90 and further. But that's just my plan, and it's a long-term position. Now, I am selling some now, but that's because if it gives me a quick squeeze, a $10 squeeze, $12 squeeze, you got to take some profits because that's not normal behavior. But my plan is to hold this for weeks, days, maybe weeks if I need to, and I'll adjust my stop as it goes. So I want to review some of the day trades that I did today because this is a swing trade. But some of the day trades that I did today was SYPR, Cyprus. And the reason why I traded this is, well, really because, well, it was a slow day. Let me let you guys know right now, if you have not been trading in 2018, 2019, you are probably like, what the hell is happening? The market's kind of changing. And you would be right. The market, it feels like 2019 again, all over again. super slow, not as active. And today, all we had was SYPR. That's all we had in my point of view for the style of trading that I was trading. This is something that I wanted to short. And I was watching it pre-market. Let's go over here. I was watching pre-market, and I had this line drawn. And I actually did take a position pre-market, in fact, because before this happened, let's start this from scratch so you guys can see. Before this happened, I actually had this drawn here. And that's not really convincing, but I love when it was around 9:15. Remember, my time on my Thinkorswim is Central Time. So Eastern Time around 9:15, when we have this top out and then a rejection, I love that. That's something I really like to see. And so I took a starter position about half size here at 650 average, and then covered a small piece at 610, and then got stopped out the rest right here on this squeeze right before the open, because I'm not going to hold something at the open that's going to high a day. I'm just not going to do it. But once that happened, I ended up being down like, I don't know, 1/5 R because I took some profits. When that happened and it started to spike, I ignored it. I was watching it, but I was not going to take a position. Why was I not going to take a position? Because this is already rotated its float pre-market. And I believe it already rotated its float twice at the open. So anything that rotates its float can be dangerous, can be a lot whiplashy. And on top of that, if it's a slow day, if you looked at your big percent gainers today, you probably saw that there wasn't many. If it's a day like that, that means everyone, including you, me, is watching this. And if that's the case, they're trading this as well. And they're probably, at the end of the day, a lot of traders are not very good. And so they're shorting way too soon, right? And they're getting squeezed. Because at the end of the day, like you probably might, some people shorted this little pop and it had a rejection. Then it popped above that, then a rejection. So you think you short, risking high. Then it popped above that, then a rejection. And that can be very headachy, right? I've been there so many times. So I'm not saying, and sometimes I get caught in that. No joke. Sometimes it still happens. But today, knowing that the current market we're in is kind of slow for small cap land, this is the only one that has my attention. That means it has everyone else's attention. And so because of that, now Gamestop's at 59. Because of that, I'm going to be watching this very carefully, and I need a clear sign. So I ended up deleting that line, and you saw the new line I had drawn because this line is more significant. And so at this moment here, when we had this rejection, I was watching on this pop here at the 730s, and I was very tempted to take a short. In fact, whenever it started to break below 7 again, I wanted to take a short, but I hesitated because I still wasn't very convinced. And I was like, well, maybe if we just show weakness around here, I will short it, risking off 740, 750, probably 750, because this can move. You've already seen it just whiplash. So I would risk 750, but I wasn't able to get that because as you can see on the 1 minute, we went straight down to the trend line. And I personally did not want to chase and short the trend break because that is a huge chase. And in most cases, you look at this 5 minute, it just came all the way down. It didn't really bounce. It's going to bounce right after this little crack. It's going to bounce. So I had orders sitting here at 650, 680, ready to go in full size. But what did it do? We had a little baby bounce come down. And when this was happening, I was feeling so stressed and like upset. I'm like, oh, is this going to bounce or not? Because I'm going to miss it if it's not. That feeling of frustration, that was all me at that moment. I was constantly feeling that way. And so whenever it came back down, I missed this bounce. And I'll tell you why. Because I was watching FSR, which I shorted today as well and did well on. And you're probably thinking, how did you do well in FSR? I'll show you that chart in a minute. Because FSR, if you pull it up yourself, you'll see it just go straight up. Now, whenever we had this crack down, I was upset. Okay, guys, because I missed this pop that I thought was the time to enter. And I wanted to enter at least half size in this pop. But because I missed it, and this area is a key area of support, this 580s. And why is it a key area? If you look on the big picture here. Look at that. This was a key area. So what did I do? When it hesitated here, it cracked. Try to bounce. Nope. Try to bounce. Nope. I shorted it right here at 570. Very tight off of this 589. Very tight. Very small size. And I took a loss, obviously. You see it squeezed. And then when it did that, I was kind of frustrated because I knew I wanted to wait for my orders up here. And I kept them there. And they did get executed. I got my full size right in here. And then it tanked. And the only thing I don't like about this trade is that I covered way too much too soon. And I'm sure that happens to you, right? If that's happened to you where you cover way too much too soon, just type in the chat, too much too soon. Because I know you know what I mean by that for sure. And if you've asked questions already, I will be getting to your questions after I review this trade. And then I'll answer questions. And then I'll review another trade. And then I'll get to a part of chart analysis for you on your charts. So now when it dropped, I actually covered a piece right here at 608, or I believe it's 608, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that quick drop. I'm in at 640 average. I feel good with that cover. It's a quick little pay me real quick. The only thing I'm not happy with is when it dropped again to this 580. Not happy with that because those two covers are so close together and this has so much range. Why am I covering so soon? So that's something I can improve on. And then I cover my other pieces, I believe at $1 a share, so at 540, and then another one at 5. And I was done for the day. I missed this bounce because I went to go get a haircut. Got a new haircut. So I missed that bounce, which I wanted to be a part of. I'm not sure if I would have got it, it's hindsight now, but I was looking for the bounce. And it was a good bounce to short into, risking off the 580s. You could have shorted and covered all the way down. Great risk reward. But that was that trade. I want to show you this trade so that way you can see the executions as well. You can see here, hopefully, that, how do I even pull it up? You can see that I actually entered, right? As I mentioned before, I entered pre-market, covered because I was wrong, covered for a small gain, then covered for a loss at the end of the day, small loss. And then re-shorted because I got impatient because I thought I was missing it. It was not bouncing. And then re-shorted it where I wanted it, full size, and covered on the way down. That ended up being a nice trade. It could have been much, much better. The lesson for me really is that I need to stick to my plan of being patient and waiting for that entry and not just getting in because I think I missed it already. Because I did think I missed it. I mean, if you look at this chart, I thought this pop right here was the one I missed because I was looking at another chart. And that sucked. And I was in another trade is what I'm trying to say. And that other trade was, if you guys can see here, how do I show that one? Was FSR. And I'll review this trade here in a minute. This was a winner. I'll review this trade in a minute. But I just wanted to let you know that sometimes when you're focused on something else that's an okay opportunity, you might miss a really A+ setup. Now, let me get to any questions that you guys might have before I start reviewing some more. Let's go ahead. And by the way, guys, thanks for being here, watching the live show. If you don't want to miss the next live one, hit the bell so you're notified. Make sure you're subscribed. And do me a solid. If you enjoy the show, Be the Trader, enjoy the interviews I do with people like Tim Grittani, Stephen Dux, Nate Michaud, Phil Godecker, Tim Sykes. I've interviewed so many types of traders, from investors to swing traders to short sellers to long bias like Roland Wolf. If you enjoy that and you want to support the show and just give back, I really appreciate that. Hit that join button. You just basically pledge for $2.99 and say that you're just going to support the show. I appreciate that. Let me answer some questions. First off, Ozzy, if you have any questions, make sure to ask my man. Since you are a supporter of the show, I'll always get to you right away as soon as I can. What's up, Marcos? What's up, Edwin? What's up, Shivam? What's up, James? I'm from UK, trading the US markets, NASDAQ mainly, and your channel and value from guests has been extremely helpful. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Those kind words. It means a lot to me. Danny Mowat. Hey, man. What's going on, Danny? Lauren. Hey, Alex. Loving your stuff. Watching everything you upload. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Actually, I have an episode that I just uploaded today that's all about how to basically how it became successful and consistent. And it's basically about the idea of having multiple sources of income so you're not dependent on one. Make sure to go watch that video. It's a quick, like 5 minutes long. You got to go watch it today. comment that you watched it because you saw it here on the live show, and that way I can see who's interacting with me. It's cool to see who's interacting. Shivam, what do you got for me? Shivam, you said, oh no, it just skipped everyone. A lot of call options today for $60 weekly. Let's see how it goes. Cool. I don't know anything about options. I don't ever claim to know anything about options, so my bad there. And Lee, who's getting trade tickets too? I don't know. Mike, you are. Lee, nice. Mike, can't wait to see Tim's spreadsheet. Gold, yep. I have a question. How do you know when to enter as a short seller with a stock like NVOS? Ooh. So first off, let me look at Gamestop. Oh, snap. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So if you're new here, I'm in at 49. I'm swing trading it, but it's working really well that I've already sold some of it. NVOS. So first off, thank you for asking that question, Lauren Zekas. Let me tell you why I didn't trade NVOS, because this did hit my radar. First off, look at the monthly, look at the weekly, and look at the daily. There's no history. Right? I don't mind shorting IPOs or stocks with no history. I don't mind that. But there's no volume on the first day. 56,000 shares. I have nothing, no good areas to risk off of, no good areas to look at, to figure out where's good support, where's good resistance. There's nothing. Only today. Today's really day one to me. So I kind of ignored it. That was the main reason. Number two, I saw this. This was the other one that was like spiking up crazy. I really just ignored it because it's a day one to me, and a day one IPO, I want it to day two. So tomorrow, if it sets up and it squeezes a 42, maybe, but there's not much volume here. There's like 200,000 volume, and today there's trading millions of shares every 15 minutes. So for me, I probably wouldn't short this. This wouldn't be a candidate for me. However, look at this. That's what I'm looking for, okay? Just to show you. I would not be shorting this, but I want you to know what I look for is key areas. This is a key area because we were resistance here. Resistance, we broke through with a reaction. That's important. We came back down and reacted to it. And then we finally broke with a reaction. That's a key area that I'm interested in, and I'm going to watch it. So the next time it approaches, I'm going to watch it and see what I want to do. Maybe I'll short it. Maybe I'll long it. Just like GameStop. Remember, GameStop, where I was watching this trend line on the hourly and 4 hour because I was swinging it. And I said when it broke it, I watched it. And then I waited for it to break this new area of resistance. And I got long at 49. So, all right. So who else we got here? Mike. Solid swing, bro. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. The Gnome, sorry I missed it. Why did you enter at 49? So I entered at 49 because it came down. Number one, first off, a stock that can squeeze this high. Ooh, sorry guys, I'm not even showing you the chart. A stock, oh my God, I feel so bad. I didn't even show you the chart. I'm freaking here. Sorry, Lauren, NVOS. So look at the daily, the weekly, and monthly. This is like a day one stock because day one, it was 56,000 volume. So I don't really count that. And then this area is what I was talking about. Look on the 10-minute, 15. It reacted here. And it reacted when it broke. And it reacted when it came down, bounced, and reacted when it broke. So sorry that I didn't show you the chart. Forgive me. GameStop is a swing trade. And I went in it because a stock that can react like this means people are short. They're swinging short. And the one time that it's showing life, they're going to have to cover. They're going to buy to cover. So when I saw that opportunity, when it broke this downtrend and then broke this consolidation, that was the opportunity to go long. I didn't go long around the 50 break, even though that was my alert. I wanted to wait until it came back down because this is a straight up spike. And I might be getting executed my other piece. Oh, shit. And as I was saying, sorry guys, I gotta sell a piece. I'm over here late. This thing's moving ridiculous. I'll probably miss. Damn it. Well, definitely. We'll see if I can get it. I probably missed that. Oh well. Anyway, so the reason why I got my order sitting there now, I don't know why it wasn't just sitting there. That was rookie-ish of me. That was definitely rookie-ish of me. I didn't, to be honest, I didn't think I was going to get there today. Holy crap. That's ridiculous. So, when we broke above here on the 30 minutes, straight up spike, guys. So when it does that, I'm not going to buy that. Never. Not in penny stocks, not in small caps, not in big caps, ever. But when we came back down and pulled below 49 and showed resistance and then broke above, I bought it at 49 and then rode it back up. That was the plan. It's because I'm banking on short sellers getting squeezed, which they are, and I should have had an order there. That's frustrating. That is really frustrating. Well, oh well. I may have missed it. That's okay. And let's see, next question. First off, Christian, thanks, man, for being a supporter. I appreciate it, brother, so much. And I appreciate you being here, man. Let's see. Let's get getting back to your questions, everyone. Jordan Paying, hey, man, one question. For long daily, do you think listed stocks that are below 100 million market cap price range of greater than $2 have dried out? Usually a lot of overhead resistance, just gap and crap. I don't know, Jordan. I don't follow market caps. So I couldn't, yes. So I got executed, thank God. I don't follow market caps at all, so I couldn't really tell you. But I do believe that stocks under, stocks that aren't big caps, they're not my favorite to swing because they're usually garbage. They are usually garbage. Now, Gamestop is not a company I love. This is mainly a short squeeze setup. I freaking love that it's working so well right now. I cannot believe it. But now I'm going to hold my last. I just sold a small piece because I want to keep most of my position. Because if it's working this well, that means the squeeze could really start to happen tomorrow. Yeah, we're squeezing some people, but there's some people who they don't execute their positions till the next day, and it could squeeze more tomorrow. We know how GameStop acts. It could squeeze and then the next day gap up. So I'm going to hold, and I could be wrong, but we'll see. Jordan, let me put an alert here, 85, because this thing is acting crazy, and I don't want to miss. Let's go 80. I don't want to miss this. Holy crap. That's wild. So, Jordan, oh yeah, say the market is slow, but last live you mentioned you were able to trade every day. Yeah, so the market is slow. It's gotten slower, but I'm still able to trade every day because my toolbox has gotten bigger, brother. Like, I've been trading for 4 years now, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm constantly getting better. I'm constantly working on that. And I pray to the man upstairs because without him, I would not be here talking to you all and trying to give back. But I want you to know that stick to one setup first, because when I first started the first 2 years, I would take one trade only every 2 weeks because it was so dry. Nothing was showing up. But that taught me patience, which is how I'm being patient with my trade right now, right? That's important to build patience. So now, like today, I only placed 2 trades, right? 2 tickers, but multiple trades as you saw, but it wasn't as busy. James Lindsay, do you ever consider taking a really small position at a level you aren't too sure about, but have a thesis? Yes, James, I did that on SYPR today, which is the one I talked about earlier and showed you guys. Whenever I knew that I wanted to get in right here, which I did, full size, but I actually took an entry here because I thought I missed the bounce. I thought this was the bounce and I missed it. So it's not smart to do that because look, I just took more away from my profits by doing that. And I was not happy about that at all. Holy crap, guys, look at this. This is amazing. I love this. I love when you're thinking like a squeeze setup is there and it's actually there. Marcos, too much too soon. AP25, it's so hard to let those all-day faders ride out. It is hard. Let me give you a tip, P25, because I went through a part of my journey and I recorded this on live tandem trading. It's a series I did. There's about 7 or 8 episodes. And you can go watch those after this. Go just look up on my playlist, Live Tandem Trading. I share my screen. And it's when I was trading all day faders only. And I would hold them all day. And I would be talking in a mic and recording for myself my thoughts out loud while I was in the trade. So this is not hindsight commentary. It's live. And you can see how I'm thinking and why I'm holding and when I adjust. And so that may help you with all day faders. Shivam, I'm over here going back up. Todd, SYPR squeezing the stubborn shorts now. Yeah, that's why I don't hold them after hours. Marcos, looking fresh though. Thanks, brother. Christian, I was so frustrated with SYPR too because I was looking for that bounce of that trend line. Yes, Christian, yes. You know what I'm talking about, brother. You know what I'm talking about. Did you end up getting it though? I hope you got it, man. I hope you got it. On trades, please consider doing a video with LX21. Dude, did you just say please consider it? Bro, please get him on my show, playa. I would. He's, I believe he's in a hedge fund, so he can't do it. I believe that was my response that I got a while back, but it could also be a nice way of saying no. You know, like, I don't know. Danny, can I get your thoughts on SVC, potential ascending wedge, recent reclaim above the 50? Okay, so I'm not going to finish reading that, Danny, because I don't want to get your bias in me. I'll just look at SVC and give you my own opinion. Because I don't use technical indicators myself, I draw everything out. So first off, ugly chart. Very, very ugly chart. Like, not looking good here. I mean, not looking good at all. But so this part, right? If you don't look at anything else, in this part doesn't look too bad, right? Doesn't look too bad. We have a breakout, kind of broke out but failed, but now we're trying to break out, right? That's not like too bad, but the big picture looks very scary. We got somewhat of an uptrend right now. That's for sure. You can't even, you can say that for sure. And we could even say that it's not bad. I personally would not buy this yet because it's just green, 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 green all the way up to the breakout. Just like my GameStop long, I didn't long GameStop when it hit 50 right away, even though that's what my plan was initially, because it was just green, green, green on the hourly and the 30-minute. So I waited it for it to consolidate, then go. That's what I would want. That's what I would want on the other one. Let's get back to questions. Rick's RFR. How much should I put in? I'm not going to tell you any of that, brother. I do not tell people what to buy, how much to put in. That's just not who I'm about or what I'm about. But sorry, brother, you're going to have to be your own decision on that. The gnome, have to leave work, but you are just amazing. Love your channel. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it very much. If you guys are enjoying this live and you would like me to do more of it and maybe even live trade, I'm thinking about doing live trading. The hesitation there is mainly because I focus. The first hour, I'm so focused. I don't talk to nobody. I'm listening to meditation music while I'm trading. And I am not at the level where I can just shout out and talk and read all the chat and trade. I just can't. I mean, you've already saw me almost miss my execution here. So if I do that, it'd be weird. I may try it. May try it. If anything, I'll definitely try to do more lives. So if you are enjoying this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified when I do it, because I don't schedule it. I just do it. So you got to be ready for it. And do me a solid. If you're enjoying the show, Be the Trader, do me either one of two things, people. One of two things. I really appreciate it. The first one is either share it with a friend, another trader, so that way they can enjoy it too. And it helps me grow, and I appreciate it very much. Or B, hit that join button and support the show. It's $2.99. Just pledge that you're willing to support the show, and that's going to help me get more guests. It's going to help me do better things for the show and give back more. All right, so we can't see the chart. Yeah, Todd, I know I'm getting down now. You can see the chart. We can't. Okay, Christopher, the video you posted today was great. I quit my job before becoming profitable. And although I made it work, it was very stressful. Yes, brother. Hey, I did the same thing. If you follow me from the beginning of my show before I was consistent, it was the exact same thing. And here we go. Here we go. Damn. Isn't that crazy? My ultimate target was 90 and it's already there. Let's, I'm going to hold a small piece, but I'm going to sell most of my position now. Sorry, guys. Let me do this real quick and then I'll get to your questions. This is wild. Just freaking crazy. I have a sell at 89. And we'll see if we get there. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Okay, so put an alert just so I can know if we get there. Yeah, Christopher, if you follow my show from the beginning, when I quit my job and I was nowhere near consistent at all, it was so stressful, it sucked. Now, Christopher says, I'm trading while working from home and have 2 sources of income, and guess what? My trading is better. Amen, brother. If you're wondering what he's talking about, I just aired a video today. Go watch it, please. It's a great video about, it's basically a life hack to become profitable as a day trader. Pranav, Gamestop going bonkers. Yeah, brother, it really is. It really is. It really is. If you guys are watching this, do not buy it now. Like, it's way too late. You should have bought it right down here. Millionaire Minded Investments. You retracted your message. All right, cool, man. Mr. Lost Mind, GameStop, back to 500. I don't know. Ooh, I just got executed. Yes. All right, now I'm going to hold my last piece because I just have the last piece left, and it's going to be just a freaking, let's see what happens, because if this really starts to squeeze, we can get to the hundreds. And if we get above 100, who knows where we're going to go. James, what a nice trade on GME there. Thank you so much, man. Vincel, any thoughts about CTIB? It moved yesterday. Let's look at that CTIB. Let's put an alert real quick at 100 because wouldn't that be crazy? What should be my ultimate target now? Because this thing is just going way past my expectations. Maybe 120. Basically now what I'm doing, guys, is I'm going to watch this. And if this stock shows me weakness, shows me a trend break, because I'm swinging it. Remember, I'm just happen to be swinging it and selling it in the same day because that's happened sometimes. But if this ends up, trending in some form, I won't sell my last piece until it tells me to. So right now I will hold this piece unless it just goes super parabolic, which who knows? It is GameStop. You wanted me to review CTIB. Sorry, brother. Let's go. CTIB. So every time I look at stocks, I look at the weekly, the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. And first off, on the daily, yeah, I don't really like it. I mean, this day might have been a nice trade, right? I believe I traded it. But today, I don't know. To me, I don't really see anything. Now, you might be thinking, well, what about GameStop? Isn't this like GameStop? Like, look at this chart in the 4 hour, and then let's look at GameStop. You see that in the 4 hour? However, the biggest difference here is this is multiple days. And CTIB is a one-day wonder. So I'm not going to bank that this is just going to go. So I wouldn't be interested in this right now. Now, if this spiked to 5, I'd be interested in watching it and see what it does. There's resistance down here. But I'm not just going to short it just because it's going to 5. But I would be interested. Jose, when should I sell my GME today? I'm not going to tell you when to do anything. Jordan, thanks for answering my questions. This is gold. No problem, my man. Jim, GME halted. Oh, it did halt? Maybe that was earlier. Golly, maybe it was just now. Nice. And Shivam might hit 90. It did, brother. Big Shag. Targets to sell in GME. I was talking about those, so hopefully you heard it. Ian. GME going crazy. It is. Viral vids. How much should it go up? I don't know, brother. So here's the thing, guys. I need you guys to know, when I bought 49, my initial plan, sell a small piece of 54 right below resistance. Okay? Let me just show you how traders think and not how, just buy and hold diamond hands. None of that bullshit. I bought at 49 on my swing account. Had a plan to sell a small piece at resistance on the hourly. Had another plan to sell here, which you guys already saw me sell here. I sold here, the 60s. And then I sold another piece of the 70s because of resistance. And then now I sold another piece at 90s because of what? You can barely see here, but there's resistance here in the 90s. And then now I have my very, very last piece, a quarter of my position left. I'm just going to let ride until the trend breaks or until there's a hard rejection and a failed follow through, something like that. But I'm not just going to, I'm picking key areas and I'm actually selling them at those areas. Fires. Does halt affect your swing on GME? Nope, it does not. Unless it breaks my risk. If it breaks my risk, I'm out. AP25, check it out. Appreciate it. Only been holding 1/5 size, so working on holding more. Good shit, man. Good shit. I don't know what you're talking about, but hopefully it's GME. Danny, thanks for the insight, man. I appreciate it. No problem. Marksman, short at 90. Good luck. Hopefully, you can do it. Your swing just turned into a day trade. Yeah, Christian, it did turn into a day trade. It's funny how you're going to swing something, but it just works all the way to your profit target right away. I'm okay with that. I just had it's just amazing. It's amazing how things can happen. Marksman, long till 90. Right now, I'm at about 3/4 of my position from 49 to 90. I'm good right now. Tumbai, man, GME is going holy. Yeah, I know, brother. It's going ridiculous. GME halted twice. It's crazy. Truth Seeker just tuned in. Why are these stocks going nuts again? You know what? I don't know the answer to that, brother. What I do know is that we got SPY bouncing, and then we got GME bouncing, which is squeezing. I bet you AMC is probably squeezing. Yep, I should have been watching this. AMC is probably squeezing. You see, I was ready for it. I just didn't buy it. So the reason other stocks will start squeezing with a leader is because it's like a follow the leader type of play. When you have a leader that's moving ridiculously, like GameStop back in the day, AMC was following it. And I was shorting AMC constantly. Through this situation, AMC was paying me every day because I was shorting it when GameStop was looking weak because it followed the leader. Now, same thing now. When the leader moves, the troops follow. Some people call it sympathy plays. I don't think that's the right terminology, even though I say the same thing because it's like the lingo that people use. It's like a sector play, a sector momentum, really. And sector doesn't have to just be electronic vehicles or entertainment. In this case, it's GameStop and AMC, right? Like movies and games. Like, yeah, it's entertainment, but it doesn't have to be the exact same field. Let's see. Millionaire minded mind investment. As a day trader, what's the best way to do your taxes? Oh, I can't answer that, brother. Roots Maniac, GME. Yeah. Diamond Hands Rocket. You're crazy, dude. You're crazy. Todd, Duff, WSB Part 2, Shivam, Expert, Cost, NAKD. Well, they all just, oh yeah, because Expert was moving in with it. Yep, makes sense. Follow the leader. So I'm glad you guys are pointing these out. So one thing is, if you missed the move, like if you didn't get in when I got in, or on AMC on this break, you could look at other troops, right? And they're following the leader. So it's possible. I'm not gonna do it because it wasn't part of my plan. I don't like to jump in stocks that I wasn't looking at just because someone points it out. I like to find it myself. It's just a personal thing. Because I have found, for me, when I trade something that someone points out that I wasn't already looking at, it's normally not a good thing for me to do. And that's why it's important to be your own trader. Be kind of like a lone wolf, do your own thing. And it's good to talk to other traders like you and I talking and conversating about trades. That's cool. Like, that's fine. But that's after you're all done, right? That's what's important. So let's go over well, what do you guys want to do? You guys all let me know right now. Do you want to ask questions? Do you do chart analysis? Would you like me to go over my second trade for the day? Or would you like me to stick on GameStop and review it more? Or what would you like me to do? Comment below in the chat. Let me know right now. And we'll do that. We'll do that. Francisco, Jim's from At Diamonds interview. Sizing has been a game changer and having several setups in the toolbox. Awesome videos. Thanks, Francisco. Appreciate the support very much, brother. It means a lot to me. Real quick, if you guys are there, make sure ask any questions or let me know where you'd like me to take this. We'll go. Be the story. I bought some CTIB today at 30. Small position with an intention to average down. So let me tell you this real quick. Sounds like people want me to go over my second trade. Christian, I will do that, my man. First off, you can see I was watching it. I need you to see something, okay? You said you bought at 30. Not a bad buy. You know, it's at a key area, key support, key trend, right? However, this is just a death candle. It's just dying, dude. It's just melting. I wouldn't be buying it, personally. But if you're saying your plan is to average down, it's too vague. Hopefully what you mean is that you had a plan to average in at X price, at Y price, at Z price. You already had that plan and not saying, I plan to average in. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, you're going to lose as a trader long term because you don't have a real plan. Too many people think they have a plan and it's so vague that it's not really a plan. A plan isn't just your starter position. It's the entire trade. So make sure you have a thorough plan, brother. And if you do, stick to it. Okay? Don't let me change it because this could easily squeeze a 35, right? And I could be wrong and you could be right. Like, don't worry about whether I'd get in this or not. Just know, personally, I don't like that it's just melting. And I'd like for it to see what really happens because it did break. Let's see what really happens tomorrow before I even think about going long. And in fact, I mean, I probably will never touch this. I just been watching it. I thought about it and I was like, nah, I don't like this at all. Look at this huge gap down. That looks terrible. Personally, okay? I'm just being honest, guys. Second trade, so FSR. First off, you'll see on FSR, I traded this today short. And it's squeezing, and I did well on it. So I want you to know that just because a stock is a bullish setup, like that ends up being bullish at the end of the day, doesn't mean you can't have a successful trade if you're short. When this stock, I looked at it on the weekly first, like always, monthly and weekly. It's all-time highs right here. I always highlight all-time highs as a blue line. Why? This might be cheesy, but blue skies, right? Ooh, my neck. Blue skies, right? It's blue skies up, right? So when I know that, I'm paying attention. And I drew resistance. And then I end up looking at it on the 30-minute. And I zoom in. And I'm like, okay, we're at resistance. Let me show you guys what I saw. And we're at resistance. And at this moment, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, I didn't short it right away. And you can tell when I share with you my executions, which if you look at my executions here, you can tell right away that I didn't play this till later, right? It wasn't right away. Check it out. Take a look at the chart. And then I'll review it. Look at my entries. Look at my exits. Okay. So, at first I didn't know what to do. But I knew it was on my radar because it just moved up so much, right? To $21 at a resistance area. That was important to me. But I'm not going to just short there because it could easily just bust through. But at the open, this is what I saw. I know you guys see it now. You probably already see it. You're probably like, oh, shit. I saw this right here. I saw a descending triangle. When I see that, I'm like, you know what? There may be a short play here. So when I saw it break down, I didn't chase. I didn't just short on this breakdown because I wasn't sure. And at the same time, the range isn't amazing. Like the down, it's like there's support all right here at 18. So there's not much range. So it's like a chase from a 21 to 19, right? $2 chase for only $1 gain. It's not worth it. So I told myself, if this thing spikes to a key area, I will short and I'll risk a proper area for tight risk reward, right? A better reward. So what did I do? I ended up shorting. I was risking above 1980. Actually, right here, I like this better. 1980, see this area? Support, broke through, reacted. I took my first, you can see on the chart here, I took my short around this trend and took a short here, half size max, because I didn't like the setup too much. And that's the thing, like if I like a setup a lot, I'm going to go full size. If I like a setup, but it's not perfect, my full size may change to a half size is full. In this case, half size was full. And so whenever I took my position, you can see here, I took it at that area as I mentioned, right? So whenever I got in and it came down, I immediately started covering because I knew that there wasn't a big range and I just wasn't going to hold it all day. And when we ended up breaking above, first off, why did I cover here first? Because when we had the pullback, this is support. Prior resistance is support. So I covered a small piece because I'd rather be safe than sorry. And then when we consolidated, broke back down, I had a cover at 1855, but it never hit. And I gave it this time and this time. So I covered another piece right here, a bigger size position. Because I'm thinking, if this isn't breaking down further and it's already showing me that it should, then I'm going to go ahead and just cover it and just hold a small piece just in case it continues. And that's what I did. I ended up holding a small piece just in case. Let me get some water. A small piece just in case, and I can bump my mic volume. Testing, 1, 2. Hopefully you can hear me. A small piece just in case. And whenever it broke above this area, this previous resistance, you can see it here, right? 19. And held and broke above, I was done. Because at that point, it's not acting right. And what did it do? You can see it very clearly now in hindsight, right? It just went. And I was not part of this. And now it's at blue skies, right? Blue skies, and we'll see what happens. And I'll be watching this. I definitely will be watching this tomorrow. This is a main watch. But I don't have a plan yet. Because tomorrow, depending on price action, it could be a long or it can be a short. Because right now, we have the exact same thing going on. Just like earlier today. See that? So, I'm watching it. No plan yet. Just watching. Let's delete this. All right. So that was that trade. Hopefully, if you have questions, feel free to ask. What do you think about the S&P, Alfred? The SPY is pretty much, if that's what you mean, it's bullish. That's all I'm thinking. Let's see what's up with FSR. I just showed you. So hopefully you got that, Ashton. Viral, how high can GME go? I don't know. I haven't even looked at it. But it halted, right? And now, oh, it's coming down. See, now you see why I took my profits. Because my ultimate goal was 90, right? We topped out at 99. And remember, my target was a swing trade when I entered. When I entered this position, it was here at 49. I said, 90 is my ultimate area. I sold most of my position there, so thank God. But we'll see what happens. It could still squeeze. I'm not worried about it. But I think it can go, 125 if it does squeeze. If it holds up above 50, which I think it will. If it holds up above 50, tomorrow there's a good chance it could gap up. But if it gaps down, I'll get out. The BL, I do trade afternoon trades swinging, but in terms of day trading, not really. I have personally found that for me, it does not work out well that much because they're just choppy. And, you know, maybe if I end up having a better like, you know, I don't know, like it's a beautiful setup, I will, especially for longs. Like I will long afternoons if it's like beautiful setup, but it's super rare. 95% of all my trades are always in the first hour. No problem, Icy. Hopefully that helped you, brother. Axis, thanks, man. Appreciate the compliment. I bumped up the mic volume. Can you guys hear me? Nick, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me, or does my volume suck? Like, do I need to buy a new mic? Is that what you're telling me? Like, I hope not, because I'm trying to, you know, let's see. Hopefully you can hear me. Maybe I'm not yelling. Alex, bro, just joined. Maybe I missed it, but have you traded? Yes, I did trade SYPR today, my man. If everyone's good with me reviewing SYPR again, because I did review it early today, Alex, then say please review SYPR and I will review it again. Tumble Gaming, do you trade every day? I do trade every day as long as there's a setup, brother. Ali, congrats on 10K subs. Thank you so much. Speaking of that, can I take one moment, guys? If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Check out the channel. I interview multiple traders. Hundreds. I mean, I've already been 100 plus episodes of interviewing different successful traders, from investors to swing traders to short bias to long bias. And there's a couple of ways you can support the show. So subscribe to the show, share with a friend, another trader, because I am trying to grow this the right way and I'm trying to give back. And you guys can see that, right? You guys know that's what I'm about. And then the third way is support the show by hitting that join button and pledge. If you can pledge, it helps me out to grow the show and make it better, because I'm always trying to make it better. If you go to the beginning of the show, go to the very beginning, you'll see how it's progressed, how the content is beautiful now compared to what it used to be. Okay, and I'm still working on it. We're nowhere near where we want to be, but we're still working on it. Okay, please review SYPR. I think you're good on mic volume. Oh, yeah, you're using headphones. That could be it, Christian. Thanks, Christian. And Christian, bro, thanks for being a supporter of the show, man. That means a lot to me, brother. If you have a question right now, Christian, at all, ask away, because I'll answer that question. It just means a lot when you want to give back to me, because I'm giving back to you guys. I just appreciate it. I'm trying to change just trying to change the community about giving others. So if you have a question, Christian, ask it, and I'll answer it. Jordan, can you give me a few more examples of your recent long in the first hour? I don't have a recent example this week. I have not. So I can't give you a recent, but I can tell you what I look for. What I'm looking for is usually, and well, let's lose Gamestop. So let's say Gamestop, this was the first hour, right? This right here was the first hour of the day. And this was all yesterday and pre-market, right? Don't worry about the time. Let's just pretend it was that way. And we broke above this downtrend, and then we show that we're consolidating above it, and then we break above a key area like 48 because it's resistance. That's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm looking for something that's proven to me multiple ways, okay? Hopefully you guys see that I'm not just saying, oh, we broke above this downtrend, it's a long. Because I know you hear traders talking like this, and it's just garbage, because you need confluence. How many times have you listened to the show and I talk about confluence? You need multiple things lining up. Why is that important? Because if I see a downtrend, you might see a downtrend. But if I see a downtrend and then someone else sees a channel, like right here is a channel. There's a channel, right? Between here and here. Then someone else might see a channel, maybe a group of other traders. And then maybe we get a little more of an uptrend, right? Maybe we get an ascending triangle. Maybe we get an ascending. Now other traders are seeing that. So what I'm showing you guys is confluence means I want everyone to see it, not just a downtrend long bias traders. I want everyone, because then the odds are higher that it's going to move. So I hope that makes sense. What's going on, last one? I hope you're doing good, brother. Glad to see you here, man. I'll tell you guys what. Talking on live, I like lose my voice. So, Howard, thanks for what you do. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it a lot. Christopher, volume is fine. Thanks, man. So, we will go over SYPR for Allie. So, SYPR, look at that. That's awesome. It did spike right into the close, but that's not for me. It's not for me. Oh, look at GameStop, guys. Hold on. Look at GameStop. Look at GameStop. Look at this monster. Oh my God. Let's see if there's news. Oh my God. Reddit is currently down. I guess Reddit's at it again. Thank you, Reddit. You guys are freaking amazing because you're helping my swing account a freak ton. Oh my God, guys, do you see this? 110? This is crazy. This is so crazy. Oh, you have the same bottle, Navij. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. Hey guys, I have a question. Not that you have to do it at all, okay? Is there an option? I'm just so curious if I have this activated. Is there an option to like it's called super chat where you can like pay like $1 to get your text highlighted? Just say there is an option for super chat. If anyone, I don't care. Damn, 119, 120. I'm just curious if that's even an option. 120. Yo guys, I'm so tempted to sell another piece. I'm so tempted. I'm only on my last piece, so now I'm like, maybe I should sell it. This could be my best trade, my best swing trade of the year. Holy crap. I never share positions. I never share position size. I never share money because that's private. It's my privacy. I don't expect you to do the same. So, but yeah, this is ridiculous. So I know I said I wouldn't sell, and I don't want to sell a piece, guys, because this squeeze is, holy crap. You know how hard it is not to sell my last piece? Where am I? No, I'm not selling. I'm going to stick to the plan. This right here is, oh man. On the daily chart, that's key. If it breaks above 125, guys, let's close this out. If it breaks above 125, this 120s and holds, I would feel really good. I would feel really good. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. Stick to my plan. This is live, sticking to my plan. Now I will sell my last piece. Now, granted, if you're just tuning in, I'm long this at 49 from a swing position. Sold most already in the 90s, the 75, 90, and 60. However, I think it was 70, 60, and 90. However, I just have a very small piece, so I'm not diamond hands. I'm not holding it because I think it's going to go to the moon. I'm just holding it until something shows me that I'm wrong on this last piece. And right now, the only reason I'm getting antsy is because it's just amazing to me that it's already up to the key area 120. So I'm going to be patient. And this is just a straight up spike. Look at that. Just straight up spike. And with a swing position, it's just the beginning. So if we can break above here, 95, which we did. But now we're pulling back. What, 110? It could be a pretty nice move. So we'll see what happens. Remember, straight up spike. I want to see some consolidation. Hopefully it can consolidate above 100 or above 90s and then go. We'll see. I hope GME goes back to 500 for you, Alex. You deserve it. Christian, dude, if it goes to 500, even on the last piece I have, oh, it'd be it'd be so stupid. But I would never hold for that. That'd be so dumb. That's crazy. I didn't see the super chat function. Really? I wonder why it's not there. That's so weird. I'm very curious. I need to activate that because that's something that I'm definitely not doing right. Sorry, guys. My wife hates me sometimes when I always do that. Clear my throat. All right, so is super chat working now? Can you guys check for me real quick? Maybe it's too late because I only activated it after the fact. But Christian, can you do me a favor, my man? Just tell me if it's working. If it is, that'll be dope. What was your setup on FSR? Look at this, guys. It's crazy. Someone said sell, trader. I stick to my plan, brother. And, you know, I'm not just going to sell this right now. I'm not just going to sell it right now. Let's see. Oh, because I do it all the time, bro. I do it all the time. Oh, I do it all the time. It's annoying. But maybe I'll sell. No, you guys are going to. You know what? Here's the other thing with trading, guys. I want you to know. If this stock goes all the way back down. If it goes all the way back down. And you're going to be like, oh, damn it, Alex, I told you to sell it. That's the wrong mentality. The right mentality is you have a plan, you set your plan, and you set your targets, which I've done. I sold almost all of my position, right? I only have a quarter or maybe even a fifth size of my original position. I think I have a fifth size. So yeah, I have a fifth size. If my plan was to hold my fifth size until I'm told to get out, which means a trend break, which means major death candle, then I'm going to hold it. And that's how you become consistently profitable over the long run. I've been trading for 4 years. I found my consistency at year 3. And most of that reason was because I actually stuck to my plan and not regret. And if it goes back down, I sell my last piece at 80, right? I'm good with that because it's just how it is. That's trading. If you let greed pop in, if I let emotions, if I let people dictate what I do, I'll never be where I am today. I won't be consistent. And that's important, guys. Maybe it doesn't work. Oh well. Maybe we'll do it next time, Christian. Hey Johnny, what's going on, man? Lozano, yeah. Dude, make sure you hit that subscribe or hit the bell so you're notified, dude. I'm gonna try to do this more regularly. 123, guys. 123. I'm about to be up $100 a share if this goes up to 149. Be dumb. Hessen, yeah, I'm long at 49. Johnny, I don't know my swing account though. And Big Shack. Oh, it's natural. Yeah, it is natural. Sigh. Wow, what a squeeze. It is a squeeze. I love my account. Abe, I love my account. Too much to gamble on GME. I did have some expert 240 zone. Yep. Hey man. Power to you, brother. It's not a gamble when you have a plan. I've been watching this thing forever, trying to find an entry, and I finally found it, and it's working. But don't get in. It would be a gamble if you weren't, right? And then you just say, oh, homeboy's in it? I'm jumping in this thing. Because then you'd be in like 99% of everyone who is not consistent. Diamond hands, don't see super chat. Thanks, Brett. I don't know why super chat doesn't work because I think because I've just now activated for the first time and I've already gone live, so it is what it is. But in the future, we'll have super chat. So super chat extends. Yeah, so, oh well, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And, yeah, Big Shaq, no crazy. Sigh, my entry is 49. It's a swing. Noah, not following the plan hurts more than a full-size plan stop. Yes, brother, Noah, that is so true, bro. And Noah, is that Noah who was a subscriber for a long time and I brought you on the show for being a subscriber? Tell me if you remember that. Hey, Sam, what was your trade plan? I reviewed that at the very beginning of this. Basically, I'll just tell you a short version. I've been watching it for a downtrend to break the downtrend, then consolidate above the downtrend. And then once we broke above 50, I was watching it like a hawk. And we consolidated below 50 and broke back above. I got in before that, 49. But if you watch the beginning of this live, once it goes, because it will go up. Like this will go up on the channel. And when it does, you'll be able to watch the whole, and I go in super detail. So I just gave you a quick bird's eye view. Lee, I had to refresh the live video to see super chat. Oh, thanks, brother. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. I'm glad you guys can see it. Hassan, you should make trade recap videos for GME. You know what, brother? I will. And in fact, this is kind of a trade recap video in itself because I just entered today for a swing. And Jesus, I'm about to text my buddy. This is ridiculous. This is where I want this to hold above here for tomorrow. That would be amazing. If it can break above here, then we're going to see the next resistance is 200. Maybe the 180s. Sure, there's resistance here at 150, 160. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but this is wild. This is dumb. But since I sold everything pretty much, it's not going to be much, but it'll still be great. Like, don't get me wrong, it'll still be great. It's always process over profits. Don't give a shit about whoever makes whatever, what you make, process. If you execute well, you do well. That's all that matters. Johnny, thanks for being sub for a while, brother. No different Noah. Been following for a while. Thanks, Noah. The worst is not executing trade according to plan. That hurts. Yes, trader. Hack. Hassan, do you recommend any books for swing trading? Turtle Traders, bro. It's a good book. Very good book. And they actually show you their strategy in that book. So go check out that book. True story, too. And if you click on the description, you'll see like the book. Hey, Christian. Yo, thanks, brother. You're the fucking man, dude. I appreciate it, bro. That means a lot to me, man. Dude, that means a lot to me. I don't even know what to say. Thanks, bro. That means a lot to me, man. That's crazy. You know what I need to do, Christian? I need to figure out a way where it pops up on the screen. Cause I was following another guy who does live, and it pops up on the screen. So it says thank you and all that. I got to figure that out. But I will. Because I want to do more lives. It's fun. Thanks, bro. But what I was going to say is, Hassan, check out the description. You'll see a selection to select all the books that I love, that I personally have read. And their books I recommend. Turtle Traders is on there. If you go there, you just click on it. And it is an affiliate link. It does help me out. So I appreciate that, man. Sean, I sold, as I mentioned, guys, you can correct me if I'm wrong because I don't remember by heart, but 54, a small piece, 60, a bigger piece, 69, a bigger piece, 90, most of everything else that I had, and I have a small piece left for my swing. It's a swing. It's not a day trade. It just happens to look like a day trade now because I didn't expect this. I thought we'd close here and that's it. And I thought tomorrow we'd get something maybe like to 70, maybe to 90, and I would sell it all. But because this is happening all in one day, I can't just hold. I gotta sell some. Lost one. Nice job. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, brother. Hey, basically free shares since you sold 4. Exactly. That's another thing. But I'm not thinking that way, bro. Like, I'm not thinking that way because I can be against you. Like, some people think, oh, it's a free trade, and then you don't stick to a plan. You just let it go against you completely. Like, I have a plan. And then right now I'm waiting for consolidation or a stop out. Like, a stop out would be down here below 47 right now, but I doubt that would happen. Let me go ahead and put an alert. At this, let's go ahead and put an alert at 50 just because. And congrats, bro. I appreciate it, Alex. Thanks, bro, on your swing. Congrats. I appreciate it, Hassan. Christian, anytime the value you have given to my trading and confidence to continue even when it's hard is invaluable. Thanks, brother. That means a lot to me, man. It means a lot to me. That's the whole reason why I started this show, dude. It's the whole reason why I started this show because I got tired of excuse my language. They're probably going to. Hopefully they don't kick me off for this because of that. But I got tired of just the idea of... Anyway, I don't want to go down that road. I just know that my goal with this show is to change the trading community for the better. And if I can do that by giving back, that's what I'm going to do. And if you can do the same, if you're enjoying the content by listening to the interviews on the podcast or on the YouTube channel, where I interview tons of traders, right? I interview swing traders, long bias, short bias, people who've been trading for 2 decades, 1 decade, 1 year, all consistently profitable. If you're enjoying that, hey, I'm happy. If you enjoy that or the exclusive YouTube content that's only on YouTube, that's like educational, like the one I released today. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. It's like a life hack on how I became consistent and helped me on my day trading. I'm thankful. And a couple of ways you can give back if you're wondering is share the channel with someone else who's struggling or someone who wants to learn but can't afford to pay for all these damn services, right? All these chat room services. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. And then, or B, like subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified, or another way is join the channel by pledging like $2.99, saying that you will support the show so we can improve it and get it better. And if you go back to the old show, you'll see how much we've improved, guys. We've improved a lot. We are working every day. But I appreciate, even if you just subscribe, I appreciate that too. You don't have to do anything. I just appreciate you being here. I just want to let you know there's options if you want to. But the reason why I started this show, guys, FYI, let's go back to this chart. Look at that. The reason I started this show is because fortunately, if you know my story, if you don't, I've been trading for 4 years. Right before I really started trading, I had a great career. I was a partner in a firm in Dallas. You could check my LinkedIn if you want to go find out. And I thought I made it, making six figures at 27, 28. I think it was 25, 26. And I thought I made it. I was making good money. I was the head marketer for the firm and a partner, and I would train people, travel all the time. Realized I hated it, freaking hated it. Cold turkey quit because I saw an ad that said trading's easy. I had the money to buy all these freaking courses. I bought so many courses, guys. I bought so many courses. If you're curious, what do you think about these courses? Go look at my course reviews. I only review the ones I actually took back in the day. I don't take courses now just to do reviews. But I was fortunate. I was able to do that. And so because I did that, I can tell you that I didn't learn everything at one place at all. I just took tidbits. And then I said, you know what? A lot of people can't afford all these services. All these DVD courses that cost $1,000 as a cheap. It's so dumb. So I decided to give back by doing reviews so that way you know if you should even waste your money on it. And then on top of that, sharing as much as I can through the show, my experiences, through interviewing people, through educational content that I just do just because I know not everyone can do that, man. So hopefully you like it. Vincent, what do you think pushed GME? I don't know, brother. And that's the thing, with trading, it's not about what you think or what you know. It's about price action, volume, and emotions, and having a plan. And you get that plan through technical analysis, like support, resistance, and trends. That's all I care about, bro. I don't care about news. I don't care about anything. Even when I'm swinging, I do care about maybe knowing when an earnings is going to come out if I'm going to swing. But in this case, the big picture is a squeeze idea. Look at this chart. We literally went from 20 to 500, and really from if you go back further, what was it, $3, $6? So when this happens, tons of short sellers are short, and they're short riding it all the way back because they think it's going to go all the way back down, which it could, right? I don't think it's going to go all the way back up and hold. But when that happens, and then we start to show some sign of life, what happens when big money short sellers have to cover? They have to buy. And when they buy, it squeezes. And then you have longs buying, chasing. Because diamond hands, right? Because they're just going to think, oh, we're going back to 500. I don't know where we're going to go. A real trader really doesn't know anything. We just trade what we see. And that's why I bought it, because of the potential reversal right here. And we got it. So just let you know, people who think they know where it's going to go are the ones you should be the wary about. Is that even a word? It's the ones that you should be he may not know. Because people who actually think they know are probably the ones who are the most who don't know anything at all. Because there's an old saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys know this. I think it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's whenever someone who's a rookie who just knows a little bit is so naive that they have no idea what they don't know, but yet they have so much confidence. And someone who's an expert and a pro feels less confident. They know there's so much to know, and there's so much that is just outside of what they can know, that they understand and stay humble and be like, you know what? I don't know everything. The Dunning-Kruger effect is 99% of people who try to trade or who try to teach. They know enough a little bit, but they don't know really a lot, and they use the wrong lingo. They say things like, everything I buy goes up. If you join this channel, we always win, we never take losses, you know, or things like I bought this because I knew, because the news was great. Like that's not trading. Trading is analysis, and it's basically, it's not even I guess I should say trading is probabilities. That's what trading is. There's no one knows anything. The infamous free trade. I did that today on SYPR. Brett, hopefully you're saying you did well. I hope you did, brother. Vincent, been following your videos, just subscribe. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Sal, Trader Bryce, held GME all day and sold his position in the 60s. Cool, man. Christian, I know exactly you feel without you having to go into it. I just got into trading last March, and I thought it was a get rich quick, and I have no doubt finding you saved me from quitting. Dude, I love that you said that, dude. Appreciate that, bro. Abe, you retracted your message. Can't read it now, brother. Loads of good info here. 18 months is still hustling. Dope, man. Hey, Tim, what's up, bro? Hey, yeah, Dunning-Kruger. By the way, Tim, crazy, bro. I did swing. I swung this. Like I entered on my swing account at 49, brother. I didn't think I was gonna do this, but it's wild. It's fucking wild. Joe Dern. Am I saying that right? Joe Dern? Thanks, bro. Yeah, Dunning-Kruger. Dunning-Kruger. That's right. Sounds like you've been watching me now. Oh, does it? Oh, have I been cussing? I don't know why I've been cussing today. I don't know what's going on. They're probably going to ban me. It sucks. I need to stop. I saw GME at 16 and was like, nah, the first pullback is probably going to fail. Yeah, I know. Took a small overnight on DRNK. Cool. Nice. Look at you. OTC. OTCs, bro. They have been on fire. As long as you got in right here, or maybe right here. If you got in anywhere over here, bad. I don't think I don't like that personally. But maybe, maybe here it's kind of a chase. This is 30 minutes. Let's go to 10 minutes. Yeah, probably right here is the best entry, because this is a chase. Unless you've been watching it and you've been prepared and you got in around here, okay. But if you get in up here, nope, not a good idea, especially with OTC personally. Look at this, guys, are crazy. Let's see if we get that consolidation above 90s like I want, and then go. No, Johnny, you didn't get me. You're good. Trader Hawk 100% with the probabilities point. I'm reading The Renaissance of a Stock Operator. Oh, it's called Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. And freaking amazing book. Love it. One of my favorites. Check it. If you don't know what that book is, it's about a story of Jesse Livermore. It's based on a true story of a real trader. His name's not Jesse Livermore. However, it's a trader who basically, I think it was in his 50s, correct me if I'm wrong, 50s, that he made like 500 million, which is equivalent, if you can, the 50s, I think it was so far back, like it was bizarre how much he made. Lost it all, made it all back, committed suicide. Great lessons in that story. Really good lessons. Check it out. The link in that is in the description. In the box here, just go to favorite books, click on that, and you'll see it. Ravis, thank you for doing what you're doing. What your thoughts are about probabilities in stocks. What are your thoughts about probabilities in stocks? So my thoughts are this. When you flip a coin and you want heads or tails, right? And you flip it 100 times, do you expect to get heads 50% of the time? You might think that, right? And do you think that means that the first 50 will be heads and the last 50 will be tails? No, right? It means that the first 70 could be tails, or the first 30 could be heads, and then the next 5 could be tails, and then the next 60 could be heads. It's the order is not predictive, right? The order of it is not predictive. So when trading happens, how you can relate to the trading is if you have a setup. and you have a 50% odds, or maybe you have 60, doesn't mean that when you place that trade, you're going to win. And when you do win, let's say you win 2-3 trades in a row, right? You're like, hell yeah, 60% win rate. Let's say 70% win rate. I just won 3 times in a row. This next trade, I should win. Boom, you could lose that trade. Or maybe you went 3 in a row and you know the odds may not be in your favor. It doesn't mean that it's not in your favor, because it always resets. Every trade's a brand new 70% win rate if it's set up. So you can't go into that 4th trade thinking, oh, I've already won 3. I may not win this next one. That's not true probabilities, okay? Every time it resets. So it works against you in both ways. Whether you think I can't lose because I'm 70% win rate, I can't just win 3, I'm going to win the next one. No. And if you won 3 and you're like, oh, I'm going to lose this one, I'm nervous because I've already won 3. No. You don't know the order. And therefore you can't predict. All you can do is execute every time you see it and execute to your plan. That's how you trade probabilities. You read my name correctly, Jordan. Bro, what are some less expensive and advanced content to learn? Let me tell you guys this. I don't push content. I don't push go buy courses, go buy DVDs, go buy a chat room. In fact, I don't like chat rooms. You guys know this. And I also think most of the people out there who teach are garbage, because maybe either A, they suck at trading, or B, they're great traders, but they don't give 2 shits about you. They just care about subscribers and getting more and more money into their chat service so they can make a ton of money, and they don't ever answer your questions. Like, there's so many reasons. And then there's some who have real good intentions. They're great traders, they're great teachers, but they just are so overwhelmed that they don't have time to do that. So they don't mean to do it. They just don't. So it's just, I don't really see value personally. There's a lot of content out there nowadays that's good. Like my channel, right? If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Matt Diamond, he does free content too. I think it's all free. They trade around the world, I believe. They trade live. They do all free, everyday live too. I think S&B Capital, they're a prop firm in Manhattan, and they do charge for a course, but I don't think you need it. I think you just watch. They have great content. You have 7 Points Capital that reviews all their trades. There's a lot of channels that review trades in different styles for free. And Matt Diamond, who was on my show 2 episodes ago, taught himself from YouTube. So it's possible. And he made $100K last year. Aman, love all the interviews you do, man. Keep it up. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. If you guys are liking the content, please do me a solid. Share the content with a friend. Subscribe. Hit the bell so you catch the next live. Because I'm going to do more lives. If you haven't noticed, lives have been stepping up. I've been doing more and more. Share the content. Subscribe. And do me a favor. Hit that join button. If you want to donate to the show and pledge to help me grow, man, I appreciate that. And let's see. Vincent. Oh, Abe, you were reading it too? Good job, man. I'm glad you're reading it. Vincent, I've been told that it's actually useless to read trading books that's published a long time ago because the market at the time is different from the now. Do you agree? I completely disagree with that. Completely disagree with that. The books that I've read and the books I recommend, go click on the description. Go read those books. Those are timeless books. Guaranteed. Volatility trading. Tim. I won't touch these meme stocks personally. You are right. No clue what stocks are going to do. But when you start messing with big money, it's just a matter of time when they say stop. Maybe. Rusty. Thanks for coming and talking on when you stream today. Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, Rusty? I do recognize your name. Your words are powerful. Thanks for having us here. Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you for having me. West Texas Trader. Reddit is down. Damn. 130, guys. Oh, my God. This is crazy. This is crazy. Master plays. Tim. Volatility trading. Every hand in poker is the same probability of winning when it's dealt. There's no such thing as you are due. Amen to that. say Sai Zong. IU has some free lessons on YouTube about basics. Yes, they do. They do. And you know what? Something about IU that I will give credit where credit's due. Sunday Scan, fire. Mr. Icy, what do you think about FinTwit traders who make hundreds Ks a day and are pushing their bullshit? Ravi, you retract it. Small time. We have the same trading style. I can relate to how you think. Keep up the good work. So refreshing to hear down to earth content. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yo, guys, I'm about to be up $100 a share, which is so dumb. This is so dumb. Holy shit. I'm up 170%. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I didn't think I was going to catch GME at all, so it's dope to see that. It's freaking wild, dude. I'm about to say, it's wild. Anyway. Small time. Thanks, man. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you saying that. Trader Hack, your review in the other chat rooms were great, bro. Thanks, brother. 619 SYPR. Ravis, thanks. Mike, congrats on that swing, bro. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Icy, I get a feeling that those are paper gains, but I really don't care about that. Let them do their own thing. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, like, it's so easy to fake everything. It's so easy to fake a real account. It's so easy to show a real account. Everything's just easy to do. 140. Oh. Tumbai. Damn. I know, bro. Small time. We're the same. Did I just read that twice, dude? Oh, no. You just typed it twice. Yeah, AL. No crazy. Oh, I don't share my position size. I'll never do that ever. And it's Lewis. What do you mean 2R, 3R? Okay, so Luis. What I mean by that is, let's say the reason I use 1R, 2R, 3R is because, holy crap, it's almost at 150. 149 will be up $100. I don't even know if I should. Gotta stick to the plan, guys. Remember, this is wild. If it's squeezing like this, tomorrow it can gap up and go to 200. So I think 200 would be the target. Maybe even one. I wouldn't be mad if I sold here at 149. I would not be mad. Remember, my ultimate goal was 90, which I sold. How do you say, 4/5 of my position? So already, so I only have 1/5 left. So I'm not even in at that big at all. So, but 1R, 2R, 3R, 4R. What that? I'm sorry, I'm distracted. What that means is 1R is whatever amount you risk per trade. So if you risk $100 per trade, let's say you risk $100 per trade, that's your 1R. So if you make 2R, you make 200. If you make 3R, you make 300, and so forth. So that's how I think about risk reward. So whatever my 1R is, I can say, hey, I risk 1R to make 3, 1R to make 2, 1R to make 1. That's what that means. Let's see. Sell half of your 5th. Yeah, I know, Abe. I know. I was thinking about that. Dude. I was thinking about, like, why don't I just sell half of this thing? Because I think I'm going to do that. That's a good option. Because I'm getting antsy as a mofo right now. Like, for real. Let me sell this. Half of my last 5th position of GME. And then we will be done with this. And then I'll just hold it till tomorrow. Because then I'll be more comfortable. Oh, shit. Come on, motherfucker. Let's go. Got it. Thank you for that suggestion. I was thinking about that, and I'm glad that you rang my mind by doing that. So I sold half of my last 1/5 position at what was that price? Doesn't matter. It's probably like Now I'm curious. 149.53. And now I'll just hold. Damn, that's wild, dude. It's wild. This is my best swing trade ever. I gotta tell my buddy in a minute. Thanks, trader. Nick, at what account size did you become more confident? I don't know at what account size. It was never about account size, bro. It was just consistency. Short seller, 619. Anyone short SYPR? I'm not. Tumbai, I am very look at this. Holy. This is wild, guys. This is wild. I'm a really probabilistic trader. I can't trade unless I know the odds. Do you think this rigged rule based approach is that good? Or should I change and add more variability? Thanks, man. That's too vague, Tumby Gaming. That's too vague for me to give you any kind of feedback. I need you to be more specific because you're a very probabilistic trader. I can't trade unless I know the odds. As long as if you know the odds are high, yeah, that's fine. It's fine to be that way. It's fine to be strict. But I don't know I feel like there's more to that. Ravis, a Christian, yeah, dude, it's wild. I had to sell a small piece. Just because if this comes all the way back down, I would be a little upset because it's at resistance. You can see it clearly. Ravis Vutnan, I am tracking data for those stocks whose prices compared to previous days closing price has increased more than 50%. I am tracking data for those stocks whose prices compared to the previous days closing prices increased more than 50%. I have to say interesting data is coming out. And of course, probabilities. Yeah, man. I believe it. I believe it completely. Brett, yes, you're glad you stuck to the plan at 120. Keep to it, brother. I hope that it was a big game for you already. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Sticking to your plan, man. It doesn't mean, like I said, it could have been the other way. Ahmad, 150. I know, dude. Jonathan, scared money makes no money. That's not the best thing to say. Because, it could be reckless if you think that way. But I know what you mean. I feel you. Sai, nothing wrong with locking in gains. Yes, there is. That's like a saying that people say who are just trying to teach people to make money, not to be consistent. Okay? You need to know that. It's a saying that people say that try to just show people how to make money, but not how to be consistent. Okay? Because anyone who just takes profits, oh, no one ever went broke taking profits? Yes, people have. Because their losers are bigger than their gains because they don't let them ride. Christian, scared money stays in the game, though. Yeah. Hey, you're left with 10th now. Yeah, I know. It's so dumb. But you know what's funny? It's still good. If you're up this much, it's still too good. So it doesn't really, it's dope. Jose, did you manage your risk through the lower time frames? On the swing trade, yes. But the lowest I go on a swing trade is 30 minute. 15 maybe, but 30 minute. Because I'm looking at the daily, the weekly, and the hourly. We're about to hit 200, guys. If we hit 200, but I don't know. I'm not saying Alex is scared though. Yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good. Joseph, Luis, thank you for your answer. Absolutely, Jonathan, you're kidding. No worries. Justin, do you trade live every day? No, I'm thinking about it, bro. I'm thinking about it. So make sure you hit the bell. But I am gonna do more live. I've already done 2 this week. I did 2 last week. I just starting to do them. Starting to get addicted to it. Tumby, what Jonathan F was trying to say was, this is what Diamond hands. Oh, Sai, thanks for the advice. No worries. Real question, what would you say is the best way to learn trading process? So, I think you need to build a foundation first. I think when it comes to trading, you need to have foundation, the proper foundation. And that's right here. And I think you need to erase everything you hear on YouTube, on these gurus who sell courses. And I think you need to listen to this. And that is, you need to first read these books. And it's Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Reminiscence of a Stock Operator with the story of Jesse Livermore. And I did a whole episode of this because I'm teaching my friend right now how to swing trade and how to trade, so it doesn't matter. And I list every book that I'm, telling him to read. And those are the books, and those are 2 of them. Technical Analysis by Brian Shannon, Volume Price Analysis, and then there's by Anna Cooling, I believe. And there's 2 more books that are more philosophy and ideas. It's Trading the Zone, Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. I can't remember the other 2 I listed. Turtle Traders, and Market Wizards. Read those books first, and then read Technical Analysis and Volume Price Analysis. In that order, and you'll have a solid foundation. That's the way I would start. And I'm telling you, it would be much better to do it that way. And then just watch free content, dude. Or gal. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, so sorry, apologies. Back in the day, 99% of my viewers were men, but now it's like 95, so apologize. Testa, cleats. Do you think you'd be as far along as you were without having to spend time learning from Sykes? Much respect, bro. Thanks. To be honest, I think if I would have just skipped that, I would be much further. Much further. Because, like I said, the route I took, I feel like it was the worst route. However, I'm proud of my route and excited because look where I'm at today. I'm meeting all kinds of traders. I'm talking to them. I'm enjoying the conversations. I have so many friends now in the trading industry for the show, because of the show, and I'm so thankful for that. And God willing, he's helped me get here, and I'm thankful to God to help me get here. So I'm not upset about my route. I'm just being honest. I don't think it was, if someone asked me, do you think you would redo that specific? I wouldn't, personally. How can you buy and sell pre and post market, please? You got to make sure your broker has that option. And then if it does, every broker is different, but some brokers will tell you it's extended hours only. Truth Seeker, damn, I was going to get in after it passed 125, but no, dude, that would have been a horrible idea. Because that would have taught you the wrong lesson, and you would have thought you've been killing it, and it was the wrong idea. That's called chasing. Marksman, how do you stay consistent? I have this bad habit of putting on a big risk percentage. I tell myself to do small, 1/4 percentage risk, and end up putting 6% risk. Dude, it's about to be at 200. Sorry, guys, hold on. Oh my God. I gotta take another picture of this. This is crazy. This is freaking wild. I'm not gonna sell until this is the last of my swing position. I've already kind of sold some, and I'm just gonna hold this last piece. I'm gonna hold this last piece, but I am gonna show my buddy. We were just talking about this. What the hell? All right. That's normal. I'm sure we're going to push off 200. That's definitely normal. So getting back to Marksman, and then I see something, I put in 12% risk on small account. Dude, that just sounds like a habit. That sounds like something that you do because you're trying to force something. You're trying to make money. If you're new to the show, guys, everyone, I'm going to answer your question, Marksman, and reread it. First off, let you guys know I just reviewed why I got in a Gamestop at $49 for a swing. Sold most of it. I only have this baby small size now that I'm going to hold until I'm proven wrong. And it's just part of the plan. It was supposed to be a swing, but sometimes swings turn into a day trade, which in this case it did. And so I just sold most already. But if you're new, I interview a lot of traders from long bias to short bias to swing to investors who've been consistent for 2 decades, 1 decade, a year, 5 years. And they're all on the show. Make sure to hit subscribe so you can watch that. Hit the bell because I'm going to do more lives like this. And if you have a question, put it in the chat right now. I'll review any chart that you want to go over, anything like that. So Marksman, how do you stay consistent? I have this bad habit of basically oversizing what you're doing. So it's a reason because you want to make money. That's why it is. Dude, I'm willing to bet. It's because you either are following a lot of people who are flexing all day, right? They're flexing, they're showing big P&Ls, and you're like, I wish I was like that. Maybe you're not like that, but maybe you see that. Or maybe you're always comparing yourself. You're like, I did okay, but I could have made more. It's something around money. You need to get rid of that habit, and I think you should go to paper trading first. So that way you can't make anything and stay disciplined. And until you find consistency with that, then go to real money and only risk $3 to make $6 and $9. And I'm serious. Because then you'll be like, that's garbage. Why would I do that? That's what I want you to feel. Because I want you to trade right. Process over profits. Okay? You do that, and then you increase it to $10 risk for $30 reward. And slowly increase. And if I promise you, dude, if you do that, you'll get there quicker than if you try to push it. Ahmad Sidujat, The Daily Trading Coach. That's a good book too. Although it's not my favorite. It is a good book. It's one of them. It's like the least of my favorite, but it's part of the favorites. Does that make sense? It's like I have a group of favorites. It's probably the least one. I recommend Mark book, Swing Trading, but you get great insight on the process. Cool. I never heard of that. Trader Hawk, The Inner Voice of Trading is a good one too. Cool. I never heard of that either. Aiden Garcia, what do you think about the 30-day boot camp? I don't know, brother. I don't know. I'm in. Thank you. For sure, bro. Abe, all it takes is one bad chase to blow you up. Amen, Abe. Amen. Justin, just wondering what time would you go live? Be going. I don't set scheduled times because I'm not trying to make a job for myself. I'm just be real. I just come on when I'm ready to come on, have a good time, and talk to you guys. I love my life. I love being able to give back on my own time and delivering great content to you guys and getting it all done. I'm constantly doing that behind the scenes when I'm not trading. So when I have time to step away from that, then I just come on live. And I'm going to start to do more of this. I am going to do more. So hit the bell so you know and you get notified. And I usually do it for a minimum of an hour. Like we've been on for a little over an hour, I think. Yeah, so. Jordan. Yeah, you're right, brother. Trader, forcing and chasing is an account killer. Yes, amen. Google advisor, hey, whose strategy would you say your trading resembles the most? I would say no one's. I would say this. I do have a buddy of mine who's been helping me with just broadening how I trade and showing me more. Not really showing me, but more so confirming. He's been trading for 2 decades. His name's Scott, and I pretty much said, man, I always see these setups, but I never took them. And this was a while back. I talk about this on the show. I share everything on the show. I explain where I'm at every month or so. And I talked about this already, so make sure you go listen to that. But in a nutshell, he basically told me, like, dude, you see all the setups, and you need to start taking them. And so I just started doing that. And then I would have him review it. I would not have him review it. I would review it with him at the end of the day and be like, do you feel like these are nice? And he's like, yes. And we don't trade the same setups at all or same tickers. But we both trade similar in terms of technical analysis trading. So whoever trades like technical analysis, drawing support and resistance and trends, I trade similar to. And then Christian, I'm about to head out, Alex. I've got to go help a friend, but this was awesome live. I can't wait for more lives. Hey, man, appreciate it, brother. Hold that 1/10 left. I'm going to try to, dude. I am going to. And Google, who's your strategy? Oh, I answered that. Master plays. BGT messes everything up. It can. Abe, do you game? I do game. I like to play Valorant and chess. If you guys want to play me on chess, by the way, I play all the time now. I'm not great. I just discovered it. I actually just learned how to play chess like when I went to New York maybe a month ago, was it? But I love chess. Let me know. Send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram saying you watched a live and you want to play me on chess. I'll send you my chess. Or Valorant, which is a PC game. Think about playing Apex. Kelly Cronin, BZ Pro, scans, or both. I don't use either. However, I have tried scans before, and they're not bad. I just don't use any of them. I'm in. Do you know That's funny, dude. That's a funny joke. Joseph, thank you for your answer. How would you manage risk in an intraday trade? I manage risk basically by picking a key area on the chart as support. Let me show you. Let's say on Gamestop. When I longed this today, guys, when I first got in, God, it's hard to see now because it spikes so much. Let's go here. When I first got in right here, on this day, not right here on this candle, on this day, I was sized in for 40, very wide, right? In hindsight, you're like, holy crap, that's amazing, right? It's up to 200. But it's a swing trade. So I was sized in for that. I would stop out if it broke below that. I would give it room. That's how I determine my risk. John, where in the trade should I take partial? I don't know, dude. I don't know what you're talking about specifically. So can't really answer that. I'm in, got you. Thanks, man. This is gold. No worries. So first off, everyone, I want you all to know, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you're notified when I do this again, because I will be doing it again soon, very soon. Sometimes I do it with a special guest and I interview them on the show live. And you know you've seen that before if you've been here before. So make sure you hit that bell. Do me a favor. Solid. If you're not subscribed already, hit that bell and subscribe. Share the show with someone else. It would mean a lot to me. And if you can do that, I appreciate it. If that's all you do, I appreciate it so much. If all you do is subscribe, I freaking appreciate that. If you just come back, cool. The other thing you can do, if you want to go above and beyond, hit that join button and donate to the show. And it will help me improve the show. And I guarantee you that. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to be wrapping this up. You guys all have a blessed day. Have a wonderful day. And enjoy your evening.